Good morning. My name is Sharon. I am the creator for Ladybug Grace. My channel has primarily been about the Bible, reading the Bible, and scripturally based. However, I've had a change, and another part of me is reselling. I've been doing that for about 4 years now. The story for that is I bought a house after my divorce, and I had it inspected, thought everything was great. Found out when I hired somebody to come seal my roof, because my roof was original. My house was built in the 1890s and original metal roof. And they said, and the inspector's like, oh, just have it coated, you'll be fine. So I hired a guy to come out and do this. And he got up there and he's like, hey, we can't guarantee our work and we really don't even want to do it. Because either the people I bought it from or sometime before that, they sealed the holes with caulking and then painted it. So I had to get a new roof. When you just buy a new house, you don't have a lot of extra funds to do that. And I fretted, like, how am I going to do this? Took out a loan. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to make this work with a mortgage and that. And it was during COVID, and I really didn't want to get a part-time job again because I used to work 3 jobs at one time. Like, I didn't want to do that again. So I got turned on to reselling, and there was some various creators I started watching that motivated me, and I've learned a lot in the past 4 years to do that. So that's where I got started. Unfortunately, the dark side of of reselling is you get hoards. I'm just gonna call it what it is. You get too much stuff. You get unlisted inventory, unlisted money, which you're seeing some of it behind me right now. So I've been watching some videos and a couple people getting started, and I've been doing it for 4 years, so I wanted to find a way to motivate me to get rid of my stash of unlisted inventory, and it's quite a lot. You'll see it's caused quite a bit of upsetness within me, partly depression. It just, you just shop, and it's fun to do the thrill of the shop, and that's what a lot of them say, and it's very true. It's like, where can I find that next deal? They call that fear of missing out. Is it FOMO? Fear of missing out, I think, is what the call sign is, whatever you call it. And that's what I had. So I did a lot of shopping some of this stuff is a couple of years old, which is very upsetting to me. And to admit it out loud to people is, no one's seen this. You're whoever the world's going to see is for the first time. I've actually never even put my face out there because I didn't really want my face to be seen. But I need to be accountable, and enough's enough. I need to clean this stuff up. I need to be motivated to sell it and to get going. And not that I don't sell, I do list, but the thing is I'm not listing enough to support or to counteract what I'm buying. And I've really have cut down how much I've been buying. There was a period of time I was hitting really well at Goodwills and Salvals and going to local thrift stores here. I live in Harrisburg area, and I was doing so well that I have now too much. And when you get too much, you sometimes you get overwhelmed and you just don't know where to go. And that's kind of where I've become. And it's really affecting my mental health. It's overwhelming in that sense. So I'm going to do this series. I don't know how long I'm even going to do videos for in this respect of it, because yes, God is very essential to my life. It's how I start my day. I do it all day. I will listen to various studies through Charles Stanley still, through my own church. I do various things. So God is the priority in my life, and I thank God for every sale I get. However, I need to be more accountable on the reselling side and get this stuff out of here. I started dating again, and off and on through the years, and the one guy, I was telling him what I do, and he said, oh, you're a hoarder. And it opened up my eyes, and I'm like, wow, would I want someone to come into my house and see this? And the answer is no. It's very upsetting to see this. I fixed up my house enough now for little projects that I'm able to have people over, but I got inventory, and most of it's upstairs now in my office because I work from home. My front bedroom and on the 3rd floor I have is where usually my inventory is. I have a finished 3rd floor, and that's where a lot of my inventory has been listed is up there, as well as some other unlisted inventory. So I kind of have it everywhere. And my sneakers and shoes are downstairs right now because I need to wash them. But they've been down there for months, and I keep saying that I'm going to wash them. I'll wash them when it's hot in the summer, and they never got done all summer. So they've been sitting down there for a few months, and this weekend is need to be accountable. So that's what I'm doing this series for. So comments, keep them nice, keep them uplifting, keep them clean, keep them positive. If you're going to be negative and be that way, I'll delete you and block you. I have no problem doing that. I'm doing this for me and for anyone else who's in the same situation I am. That is, yeah, I really enjoy reselling. It's not going to be my full-time job. I love what I do for a living full-time, and this is just a way to supplement income. Because after, positive story, my roof loan I paid off in 3 years compared to 5. It was a personal loan. So I cut 2 years off by reselling. So that isn't what keeps me going for encouragement. So now I bought my mom's car because she didn't need the second car. I've been in multiple car accidents, not my fault. I've been hit by distracted drivers 3 times in 5 years. And my insurance company told me, hey, we're not going to fix your car anymore if it gets hit again. So I bought her old Subaru. It's newer than mine, but her Subaru. So I have a car payment and I want to get rid of that. So that is my new goal, is to pay that off. And I've been doing that. I've had it for about a year. So as soon as I paid off my roof loan, I started the car loan. So it's been almost a year for that. And my goal is to make double payments every month. So I have my normal payment, and then my goal is $100 a week in sales at least, and to help make that extra payment. So I do have those small goals. So that's how I look at things. And then once I have my car loan paid off, I want to focus back again in doing some updates, renovating my bathroom downstairs, for example. It needs to be gutted. It's a mess. It really is. I don't even want people using it. I mean, my mom's the only one that uses it, and I have to turn the water off on it. It's problems downstairs. So I'm going to show you my stash is where I'm going to start. Sorry, guys, it's cold in my house. And that's where I'm going to go. I do have dogs, so if you happen to see them or hear them, I have animals. They keep me sane, so to speak. So I'm going to introduce you to my stash. All 3 areas. The shoes are downstairs. You don't need to see them. They're just shoes. And go from there. And my goal is to do little videos, maybe list with me's, and be accountable. This is what this is going to be about for my new videos. And you can hear the big dog just came in. So behind me, behind me, the goal of why I put stuff into my office was that if I saw it more, it would motivate me. And yes and no, it works. You know how you get nose blind to things. You kind of ignore things after a while. So it worked for a while. And then it kind of just I would leave and close the door and walk out, and I wouldn't care. Same thing with the stuff in the front room. My stuff to list is not where I exist on a daily basis. I can close the door, which is not always a good thing because you can close the door and walk away. So, sorry, I keep my house very cold. So my nose is running. So, I guess I'll introduce you to the crew. There's my Champy, and there's my Dookie. Polly, my Rottweiler, is probably somewhere else, probably in my bedroom. But here we go. So if we're going to talk about what, I'm an everything seller for the most part. I don't have shame in buying anything and flipping it. I do health and beauty, to shoes, to sneakers, to yarn, to clothing, to just about anything. What I do best in actually sales is yarn. I buy it on clearance. I buy it. Yes, Champy wants to be in the picture. I buy it on clearance. I buy it at thrift stores, yard sales, you name it. Hobbies. I buy it anywhere off of Facebook. That's what I do. And that's what I do a good deal of. I sold a pair of sneakers, and stupid enough, I couldn't find the other pair of it. I found one down here, and then I found the other one upstairs. It was crazy, which is why it's motivating me to do these videos and be, hey, and if you don't see them, I'd be like, Sharon, are you doing it? Are you staying on point where you want to be? So here's what I have. My goal is, I'm trying to do this the best way, this is Christmas right here. And that's all the Christmas I have left to list. So I'm doing really well there. I just need to get this stuff up. So that is my goal this weekend, is that shelf right here will be gone. That is my goal. I have a few things downstairs I got to test. I want to do it at night. There are those prismatic things you put on your house. It's Disney. So that's what I'm going to do tonight and get them up as well. But as you can see, I have a hoard with the dog. This stuff has got to go upstairs as craft supplies I pulled out from the back. But the bottom 2 shelves, hi baby, is nothing but yarn. Yarn here on the floor. yarn down here. I got purses and bags, and again, just hard goods, toys at the top. And again, this is yarn and some Christmas sweaters. So I got a list too. So that is the other thing I really want to work on right now, because here in Harrisburg, it's cold. People are going to be buying sweaters. So that's what I'm going to do. And other videos, I'm going to show some things that have worked for me. I've watched a lot of videos. There's a lot of people I watch. And if you're interested, I can tag them. One of them's Harry Tornado and the other one's Beard Thrift Machine. They are an inspiration to me. They're a couple, but they have a lot of fun doing this. They have great positive attitudes. They're both church-going people, and they give me hope in a lot of different ways. So I want to thank them for that. So I am not a master editor. So what I'm going to do is pause, and we're going to go into the next room. I'm going to show you the stash there, and just so I can be accountable. Okay, I'll be right back. And just like that, we're back. So this is my front bedroom. This is my personal item here. And this is what I have. It is a lot of clothes is where I keep in here. I don't do a lot of clothes selling, but I'm trying to get into that more. So I have a whole stash back there. I did here. I got more purses there, more toys there. I hate to say that's about all I have here in this area. This has cleared out in the sense that the stuff that you're seeing in the other room, I took from here and moved into that room. So this room used to be really full. And like I said, this is a front bedroom, so I can easily close the door and ignore it. Like I have a field hockey stick. I don't know why I bought that. There's some things that I'm like, what were you thinking when you bought it? That's also where I'm at. So yeah, I got some pillows here too. And so this is the front bedroom, which my goal is to totally clear this out, which looking at it now through today's eyes, I can do that. I can get this room back to being it used to be my closet. I wanted to create a little sitting area here up front to read books, because I'm a huge book reader, love to read books. But the other stuff behind me, I'm not going to show as my own personal stuff. I don't wear a lot of clothes, in a sense, dressy clothes, because I work from home. So I've changed my wardrobe. Some of these clothes here are stuff that I'm selling from me, because I don't wear them anymore. Why have them? So I'll be right back. I'll show you this upstairs. Okay, so here is the upstairs, the third floor. Like I said, it's a finished room. You're getting the full reaction. Now, I've been pulling stuff down for Christmas. My dog's behind me. So I do have some clutter here in the middle that I need to get rid of, but that's all. I'm starting to pull Christmas stuff forward. This is my listed inventory. That's very well organized. I've learned over the years, and I'll do a separate video on that, on what works for me in there. But that is that part of it. Hi, Champ. And this is more, come on, baby. I gotta get through. Come on. And this is more unlisted inventory. Again, mostly shoes. I'm a huge shoe reseller. That's primarily what I used to do. Not as fast as it used to be, but this is where I am for that. I do cover things up to keep dust off of it. Oh, I have more Christmas stuff up here. Some more clothes. Some of it's my dad's clothes that I've got here. And again, more shoes. And a lot more shoes here to do. I'm also going to start reselling some of my craft supplies. Not the dog. Reselling my craft supplies and getting rid of those too as well. Because I don't do a lot of crafts anymore. I've gotten away from it as I've gotten older. But this is what it is. That's, wow, almost 14 minutes of me talking about my hoarding. Let's just call it what it is. But I'll do a separate video on my inventory. I don't do it like other people do, and what's worked for me personally. And for that, my store is about 1,000 items right at this point in time. It is called Ladybug Grace. It's kind of what I do. The story behind that is I've always loved ladybugs. They're my favorite insect, if you have to call it, a favorite. They're beautiful but dangerous. And grace, because of my belief in God. We need grace every single day. We have to give grace every single day. So give me some grace here with us. Just imagine how hard this is for someone to come up and show this. It's not easy to show the hoarding, the stash, because the buy is great. It's great going out there and finding stuff. I found a cross-stitch